my least favorite candles are the ones that smell like food. Like you get something that smells like cinnamon rolls, that one's just gonna piss me off. Because if I smell cinnamon rolls, I want to eat some fucking cinnamon rolls. I don't want to just smell the scent of fresh cinnamon rolls in my house.
So Doughboy, you did earlier. You did wanted to talk about candles and what type of candles I use and the scents.
In the past couple of years, I have become a candle loving bitch.
Damn.
And I'm not talking about any normal candles from the 99-cent store. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about gourmet, high quality,
gourmet,
smelling.
You're gonna eat that shit?
Put you in the mood, help you with your stress, and it just puts you, the candle game is crazy, okay? And I just want to say something. A big fuck you to Yankee Candles, all right? Everybody, oh, Yankee. Those are Yankee Candles. Oh, my God, it's so good. Those things suck. They suck. If somebody ever gets me a candle now and it's a Yankee, I'm like underneath myself. I'm like, thank you so much. Now, can I return this shit? Like, it's
a jerk.
I'm going to buy you nothing but Yankee Candles now.
There's the standard now, okay? And that standard is a Bath and Body Works. There is nothing above or below Bath and Body Works, okay? You're not gonna find a better fucking candle, all right? Maybe I want a sponsorship from these people. Maybe I don't. Maybe this is just free promo, all right? Bath and Body Works is, I spend hundreds of dollars there every like 6 months. It's insane.
Oh, okay. So what is your favorite scent for a candle?
I like the eucalyptus stress reliever. Because, sometimes you got the bad energy. Sometimes it's like, hey, David, I need you to do this for me. Hey, David, I need you to do that for me. And you're like, you know what? Woosah. I need to light a fucking candle.
So people asking you for a favor is bad energy?
No, sometimes it stresses you out. Sometimes you're just like, you have a lot of stresses in your life and everybody's pulling.
Are you one of those people that do it for the seasons too? You get the seasonal candles.
I'm less of a seasonal because
gotta get that pumpkin spice in fall, dude. Got to.
I'm not a
got a Christmas time. You gotta get the what they got the
that
fucking
forest pine,
the greenery one. They got the what's up?
The forest pine. They got that. Like, sounds like
pine.
A Christmas tree in your house.
I like
Tony knows all the words. This motherfucker was a tree man.
See, my least favorite candles are the ones that smell like food. Like you get something that smells like cinnamon rolls, that one's just gonna piss me off. Because if I smell cinnamon rolls, I want to eat some fucking cinnamon rolls. I don't want to just smell the scent of fresh cinnamon rolls in my house.
Yeah,
that's also another cool thing is that if you have like, I know it's gonna drive you crazy, but if you're like on a diet and shit like that, and you just need to like. You just now and just breathed it in and just get the particles in your mouth and sometimes it's like drinking seltzer water. It kind of tricks your brain. Like maybe I am drinking soda right now. I don't need
that
it.
shit is disgusting.
Seltzer water.
I hate seltzer water.
Dude, Topo Chico saved my life when I had no water for 2 weeks.
Shout out.
So there's my sponsorship. I want right there. Give me that Topo Chico money.
So I'll back Doey on this one. The Bath and Body Works. This shit is good. They got decent colognes there.
Cologne.
Wait, so they sell other colognes, like just name brand colognes. So like they're gonna be as good as the name brand, but they also sell their original cologne lines. They got the Noor. The
Atlantic,
the what is it? The Fresh Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these are good. Some of these are good. I buy lotions from them. I buy lotions, colognes. I haven't gotten into. I buy soaps. Oh my god! So not necessarily the candle game, but my whole house is filled with the fucking. The foam pump, like all the different.
Look
fucking
how
scents,
pumped he is right now.
It's amazing.
Oh wait, we wandered into an unboxing video.
Ocean.
Yeah, those are just the
ocean
forest.
Those are the Bath and Body Work for the original colognes.
Atlantic.
No, what's this voice?
I don't know.
Marble.
What the fuck scent is marble?
Tobin on the marble floor.
It's a clean. It's like clean. It's like a going out cologne.
I'm good. I'll stick with my
Clean.
Versace and fucking Icelarant.
Yo, there's no reason. Like I like designer
It's
cologne.
not East Levant.
I didn't say Salavant. I said Icelarant.
I don't think it's that
That's
either.
not how
It's
you pronounce it
Saint
either.
Laurent.
Yeah, I know. That's how I'm pronouncing it. You can say Chipotle and Chipotle.
Yeah.
I can say it Icelarant.
It's got a good point.
He's tight.
So specifically with the candle game though, I've waned, no pun intended. I've waned a bit in the over the years of my candle usage, but back in the day when I still lived in my mother's house, she used to have about 1 billion candles, and it was every Saturday morning we'd wake up. Before you even ate food, it was clean the fucking house. So me and my brothers, it was fucking get the Windex out, start wiping everything down. You got to sweep, you got to mop, you got to get the fucking wood cleaner to make the wood nice and shiny, all that shit. And then at the end, my mom would, then you light some candles around the house, and now you're in a beautifully clean smelling house with the calming fragrances and scents and effects of lighting candles.
Then you bust
Dude,
down that
there's
food.
something about also the beauty of a candle, right? It's not just the smell, it's the flame, man. Because it's not the same to just get a plug-in that's just like making your room smell nice. Right? Those work. I got plugins in my house.
I have a hope. You got one right there.
There's one right there behind me. There's a
something
plugin
about that.
smells amazing.
Toss one of those in the bathroom; it'll change your life.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Oh my
For
god,
sure.
I have 7 of the plugins. 7, right? I have 4 that are currently installed in the house: living room, kitchen, second living room, hallway. You're gonna always smell something beautiful, right? And I have literally like another set of connecting plugins that I can put anywhere else in the house. But Emily and her mom thinks I'm kind of beast with all the plugins. But it's like, yo, like you guys got 60 fucking candles. Like your mom's got a candle by her by the couch, and then by the door there's 2, and then by the kitchen there's 1, and she wants them all lit at the same time. I'm like, yo,
a lot of smells going on over
I'm
there.
like, yo, no, I extinguish all flames. I fucking go over there.
Oh, you're horrible.
Straight
You're a
plug-ins.
bad person.
Straight fucking plug-ins.
Although that's good. That's my favorite part of the candle.
Think of the
When you
afterburning.
extinguish the flame, I'm one of those madmen. I love the smell of the carbon. That ashy, candly, smoky smell. That shit smells good. Dude, I don't know, man. Growing up, so Dominican people, man, they love to burn them some incense, bro.
Oh,
They like, yeah, I don't know. I just grew up with those smells. So like,
my mother.
yeah, I mean, it depends what kind of incense you burning, dude. But I love that shit.
For me,
The smokiness, it's calming, man.
Do you
something
guys
about oil-based candles, and incense that are just too much for me.
do you guys like those I think they create a smell. I never had it, but I always seen it on YouTube or some shows. Like it's like you burn something and it just creates like this smoke, and then there's like little things that it sits in, and it just rotates or it drops down and makes like a thing. What are those called?
That's
I'm
incense.
not familiar with what
It's either there's cone incense, which look like little like domes.
Yeah, and it comes out with smoke, and then there's like these cool things that it sits in, and it fucking either spins or and I thought those were fucking cool looking, but I don't know. Do they put out a smell though?
Yes,
I might have to
100%.
buy one of those because I think those look cool as fuck.
No, so my favorite candle scent is this candle that I get from HEB. It's a soy wax candle, tobacco and patchouli, which should not smell as good as it does. But I swear to God, this is the best smelling thing in the world. My second favorite
smells like a hippie to me.
My second favorite one is whiskey and oak.
Ooh,
I could get down
I
with
can
that.
get down with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one time I got a bacon candle. That was disturbing.
Some fat
Like,
bullshit. right
I
there.
didn't buy this. I got it as maybe like a white elephant gift. Like I don't know, one of those gifts where you're supposed to get people like stupid gifts.
Mhm.
And I think I got a bacon. Maybe it was a bacon soap bar, but I'm pretty sure it was a bacon candle. Either way, I found it disturbing.
Soap bar is way more disturbing. I don't want to smell like bacon coming out of this shower.
In America.
I think I used whatever it was. I used it because I thought it was actually really good. It didn't. It was not very bacony. It just smelled good. It didn't smell like food. It just smelled pleasant. Maybe I like the smell of bacon in the morning. I don't know.
It's an American thing. Bacon and coffee and guns.
Bacon, coffee, and guns.
Bacon, coffee, and guns.
BCG, boys. BCG. I'm gonna make a hat that says that shit. Fucking just put it on there as a hashtag. But so just as much as I guess you guys love candles, I'm not a big candle lover, but they do smell good. Do you guys? How do you guys like to drink stuff? Do you like with ice or no ice?
Depends what I'm drinking.
All right. So for me, if I'm getting like I used to drink soda, I would always have to have ice with soda. I don't know what it is about. Some people do it with no ice, and I just look at you like you're disgusting. Like, why don't you have ice in that?
Here's my rule with soda and ice. If it's like a fountain drink or something from the little machine, ice all day, lots of ice, all the fucking way up. I know that that's shorting yourself on soda, but I don't fucking care. I want my drink to be ice cold. But if I'm doing a Mexican Coke or like any drink that comes out of a glass bottle, no ice, straight out of the bottle.
Huh.
See, I was gonna say, if it's a fountain, I think the temperature that the soda comes out at a good fountain, it comes out perfectly cool. You could drink your drink. That putting ice, that fountain is designed so that there's a perfect mixture of water and the soda syrup. You're ruining the mixture by adding ice to this. You're destroying the integrity of this Coca-Cola drink because it has to be Coca-Cola. I don't know who the fuck's drinking non-Coke. You're a Pepsi guy? You're gonna have to,
no, there's nothing wrong. I don't drink Pepsi.
Go somewhere.
It's just the ice. It's the effect. Maybe
I want a Coca-Cola endorsement, even though I don't drink soda anymore. But
nah, it's the effect of the ice. But my brother, trust me, you get the fucking ice swishing and swashing inside that cup with the drink, and it's just like. And back in the days, I used to chew ice a lot. Like
that was what I was about to say. I was like, I love eating,
flavor,
but then I like eating certain ice.
Oh yes, there's hospital ice. I think is the best ice. It's those cube little cylinder ones. Oh my god!
For some reason, the hospital and carnivals and like Disney and shit, they all have the same ice manufacturer because it's all the same ice.
This is like an ice gang.
You're just talking about the tube of ice.
The little pellet ice.
The little pellet
crushes
ice
real easy in your mouth.
Crushes.
My mom and my sister used to drive to a fast food restaurant. I think it was Sonic or something. They would drive all the way to fucking Sonic to get ice from Sonic and bring it home.
That's beast.
Just ice. No drinks, no food, nothing. Just go and drive and get the fucking ice.
I understand it, bro. I hate those cube ice because it's not really good to chew. First off, chewing ice is terrible. But it's like
bad for you.
It's like those little cube ice or even crushed ice from a refrigerator that has the crushed ice. If your ice crusher is a good crusher, oh my god, you're gonna have fantastic ice with any one of your beverages. Because I'm one of those guys that I'll take a drink. I don't want the ice to slap my lips and my face, but I want it to just go in my mouth and fucking, and I just want to just play with the ice and chew it. Like it's just one of those things where
it's such a beautiful invention was the refrigerator door with the ice maker, but nobody ever knew how fragile those things were going to be in the future to the point, almost every time I go to somebody's refrigerator and I put crushed ice, 9 times out of 10, that shit is broken.
You know why, right?
It sure shoots everywhere. It doesn't even hit your fucking glass.
You know why that does that? Because for some reason, like the freezer door would stay open, and what would happen is the ice would start like getting like little wet or watery, and it starts locking up where the thing spins it and crushes it. So then now you have to clean that shit out. And if you don't, those digs that just press it and just say fuck it until it keeps going, you're gonna fuck that shit up. That's just how that fucks up.
And so what about alcoholic beverages? My whiskey, I've got whiskey stones that I bought, and that's how I drink my whiskey now. Drop a couple of whiskey stones in, no dilution. You get that nice temperature on the whiskey.
So I I bought whiskey stones for myself because we were talking about it. And then I bought some for Pucho so he can try it. I like them. My thing is, maybe it's the ones that I bought. They're just smaller cube ones. Maybe I have to get the bigger ones. It's just, they don't stay as cold for more than 3 drinks. So like the first drink is
Absolutely.
perfect, the second drink's okay, the third drink you can start feeling that it's not cold anymore. So it's
So
just
about those whiskey stones, how many are you using in a cup? Because
3.
if I put like 3 in there, I feel like I have to wait a long time for my drink to actually get cool. Like it feels like the amount of time it takes for it to cool the drink it's way longer than dropping ice cubes. So there's a trade-off there.
There definitely is. There definitely is. And I mean, there's some whiskey that you want a little bit of like water dilution to open it up a little bit, right?
Mhm.
Like, because my
Yeah.
alternative that I've got is I've got some ice molds that make like these round spheres of ice and then like big ass cubes of ice. And I'll drop just one of those big boys in there and just pour whiskey on top.
Spends a bottle model over here.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
many-
there's some. It's interesting that so the main way that I drink my whiskey is neat. I just pour whiskey in a glass and I drink from the glass, and then I pour more whiskey in the glass when that glass is done. And I do that usually till I fall asleep. It's not a healthy pattern, but I try. I haven't drank in a few weeks now. Just like I drank some beers this weekend, but I haven't. I've been cooling it on the alcohol. But I got 2 bottles waiting for me. I might crack one today.
Nice.
But in general, my rule in life has been to not put ice in my drink. Not for any purist's reason. It's strictly because the drink is just then too good. You're on a fast track to a rough night. like if you, because again, right? I bad habits or whatever. I drink in excess. Like I don't, I maybe I'll drink like once every 2 weeks or so. But when I drink, I'm going to have 12, 13 drinks. I'm going to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And the ice will get you the numbers higher and faster than you should be getting. On the flip side, though, it's nice, like when you're outside on a pool, I want to have a refreshing beverage and I still want to drink whiskey. So then I'll put some ice in there, and I'll just take the L on the water down.
But
and the good thing too, sometimes like the last few months, what I've actually been doing is taking a whiskey. I've been doing literally blasphemy for any whiskey like enthusiast and purist. I take a whiskey glass and I fill it to the brim with ice, and then I fill that to the brim with whiskey. And I find that the just one, how cool and refreshing it is just delicious. And then also the way that it dilutes it just makes the drink a little bit more easier to drink, so to speak. Like they say you're supposed to water whiskey down to add like 15 or 20% of the liquid is supposed to be water in there. Otherwise it's too pungent.
Yeah, it opens it up a little bit. It lets it breathe a little bit.
Right.
The Hunter S. Thompson used to do a similar thing. He's an author. He was a journalist and this all around crazy man. But he would call it a snow cone. Apparently, he would get shaved ice and he put it into a little cup or whatever, and then he just pour his whiskey on top. I'm pretty sure it was like wild turkey or something terrible like that. And he called it a snow cone. He'd do a bunch of drugs all day, and then he'd have like 3 or 4 snow cones at night. Is what he do for his nightcap.
It's a difference too, because it depends the ice that you're going to use, Pujo. That you're going to use. And the sphere ice balls, right? The ice balls, those are the best balls to actually, or best ice shaped balls that you can put in your cup.
Go with the best balls. We know you love balls, so just
go with the best balls, and you put the balls in the ball of ice in their cup, and it doesn't melt as much, but it cools your shit down just as much as fucking a whole bunch of ice cubes in it. And I also have one of those too, but I don't know. There's just something about the stones that once it gets to that temperature, that shit's that's pure whiskey or liquor.
See, my stones are the metal ones. Did y'all get the actual like stones?
No,
or
I got the stainless steel ones.
See, I think I've heard that the ones that are actually like the stones that they might actually conduct the cold a little bit better or insulate a little bit better or something like that.
I find it weird because it's a rock, right? Like it's a stone, so it's like every time you wash it or something, like I feel like that shit would get in my drink when I drink. I don't know. It's weird. Probably just being retarded, but I don't know. That's just how I see it. What about you, Doe? How you like your ice?
Sorry, before we go to dough, though, I do want to say one of the things I'm looking forward to significantly is I grew up swimming in rivers. Right, when you go to Dominican Republic, there's you go to the river. I've been looking forward to the day where I'm just gonna grab a river stone and just pop it into my glass of whiskey and drink that shit. Cause like that's when people use stones to cool their drinks back in the day. That's what they would do. Like the river, the running water is cool because the water's running. It's typically pretty clean, like safe to drink. And you grab these cool stones right out of a cold river and pop it into your drink. And that was like a natural form of ice back in the day to like cool your beverages.
That I did not know. That's surprising.
Well, I mean, ice was not like ice is like a luxury. Like
it's a fucking newish. It's actually pretty old, but I mean, for it in commonplace, it's a newish invention that people all over the world just have ice readily available.
I just feel like I'll get sick. Like I don't know, I'll just grab a stone out of I'm sitting in there and just grab a stone and just be like, bah.
Are you assuming that you're sitting there pissing and just like mucking up the water while you're drinking?
You're in a river, right? People are going to piss. If there's 100 of them with kids, they're pissing in the river. So
yeah, but that's why the running water cleans all of that.
I get that, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. Maybe I'll bring my own stones and put it into like a container and then just like dip it in there so the cold water is just like cooling the whole thing, but the water's not getting into it, but it's cooling it. I don't know.
I don't even know what you.
I don't know what I'm saying either. I'm just saying I'm not gonna drink that shit straight from the fucking. I'm not grabbing the river rock that everybody's been collectively sitting on and shitting.
Everybody drinks water out of the rivers though. Like the communities that live near river, that's their main source of water. And historically, people that live on a river that's a river that runs like fast enough and there's a lot of rocks in it, that water is typically pretty clean and it's safe to drink. Like you don't need to grab your river water, boil it to like clean it, you know?
No, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'll bring my own shit.
Be open to things. I mean, the Japanese people, they'll grab a fish right out of the ocean, they'll cut it open and they'll eat it right there. Like why is a stone any different? Like it's just something you're plucking right out of its natural habitat and using it to consume your food, or you know. I guess I don't see the difference. Like you kill a deer, that deer was doing all types of crazy shit, living his life. You kill him and eat him. Like you don't know where that meat's been, but you're gonna eat that shit.
I think that's another conversation as well, that this whole, I don't want to move on to a different conversation, but I know I'm siding the whole veganism thing. Like I realize that there's a big thing of us not seeing how our meat is slaughtered. And I feel like that's a whole, if we knew and we were more, and like it was more available to how these animals are treated before their death. But I don't see how we're going to move away from that as an entire world. Like a lot of people want to push it on me and say like, yo, you shouldn't be buying meat like that. But I don't get how the whole world's going to move into a plant-based diet.
I thought that you watched Snowpiercer, dude. They already solved it in Snowpiercer. You got to crush up the bugs and make the little cricket bars, and then you eat the cricket bars.
That's what that is?
Yeah. It was a protein bar.
You missed that whole shit.
I didn't know if there was a scene where they show how that's made. I only saw them cutting it up and dividing it. I just knew it was a big black thing.
No, it's the bugs from the train that they grind up and turn into a protein bar.
One thing that wasn't super clear, it wasn't like, so then clearly they killed someone and they put their body in with the butchers, and the butcher was using this body as a meat. But the question was, who were they feeding this meat to? And in different instances, they implied that there might be rich people on the train that actually want to be cannibals. They also implied that the noodles they were eating in the third train were human meat, and they also implied that the bars that they're eating may also be human meat, the bars that are in the tailings. So that's one plot point that I feel like they didn't handle very well. Like it wasn't clear where they were going with that.
It's like the Native Americans. You have to use every part of the animal. Maybe the upper class cannibals, they get a nicer cut of meat, And then the tailies are just getting whatever's left. It's like the hot dogs, mechanically separated pork.
There were definitely cannibals in the taily end, so like it wouldn't be.
Oh well, that's
surprising.
a fact.
Oh, they got rid of them. They
Huh?
like they killed them and ate them and said this is the
Yeah.
last time. That
They
shit's
all
kind of
took a-
beast.
They all took a piece. You know who was one of those people, and he got forgiven? Pike. Pike was a former cannibal, and he was the only one out of those people who had gotten forgiven for his crimes.
Also,
So-
main homeboy, David. What is this guy's name?
David Diggs.
David Diggs. Yeah,
What the
you know
fuck
he was
is
in Hamilton,
Nathan?
right?
What?
Yeah, you should watch Hamilton, dude. Hamilton's the shit. I'm disappointed in all of you guys for not.
I've seen Hamilton.
You've seen Hamilton? Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm excited for the. I'm excited for the heights, dude.
I started watching Hamilton.
Fell asleep.
I couldn't do it.
You're
I
not
was
the
like,
only one though.
10
Where'd you
minutes-
get to?
I was like 5-10 minutes in.
That's why I can't respect you. That's
It
why.
just it wasn't
it's
for
why.
me.
You can't do something for 5 minutes and say that's not for you. Like
I don't know.
Talking about
I
watching.
everything I suggest to you, I have to drag you kicking and screaming until you tell me, "Damn, you were right. I did love this thing."
I'll
Go back
continue.
and fucking watch it.
I'll-
It's the
I'll-
best shit that you'll ever watch.
I'll tell
Better
you
than
this.
any movie, TV show that's on any streaming. It's phenomenal. I don't know what else to say.